back. I found the devil child. He was hiding inside the tire.
He came through this way a couple of nights.
That drone keeps
He's
following
about
me.
Pixel's age.
And my age.
Have you seen him?
No, I haven't seen anything. I've been in this fortress where it's safe.
Safe from what?
The monster.
Voxel, about this monster. Truth is, I'm a monster hunter. I've been tracking a monster across the desert for days. I think he came through here. And I'm looking for someone brave enough to see it and live to tell the tale.
I saw it.
Can you describe it?
It was big and beastie, and it eats children, and I could hear the screaming, and it was fast and dark and silent.
Slow down, one thing at a time.
It was big, like a giant dog.
A giant dog? That sounds like what I'm after. Did you see any children?
No, but I heard them. I heard kids crying inside its tummy.
And where did it go?
It sneaked off into the city. After that, I got in here. No way am I gonna let it get me.
You've been in here for 2 days?
Still alive, aren't I?
Huh.
This giant dog. Where did you see it?
I was playing buzzsaws and dynamos with Pixel. I won, and he was really cross. Then, in the night, I woke up. It was totally dark. I'd heard this sound, like feet padding along the road, big feet. And then I heard screams, children's screams. I ran over here and hid in my fort.
And you've been in here ever since?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Oh.
Any ideas on getting into the city?
People go in and out of the main gate. Are you gonna go in there and kill it?
Sure am. That's what monster hunters do best. Then I'm gonna bring Milo and the other children back out.
You will? Oh, you better...
Thanks.
Oh.
What is it?
A firecracker. I was gonna use it to kill the monster. But you can have it.
Do you know how I can get inside the city?
I already said you need to get across the river and through the big doors.
Can you tell me more about these missing kids?
Only that I heard them inside the monster.
What do I do with this firecracker?
I don't know. Throw it at the monster. But cover your ears.
What do I do with this firecracker?
Whatever you want. It makes a scary bang.
Did anyone else see the dog?
I don't think so. No one believes it even exists. But you do, don't you? You believe me?
This is
Don't
why
worry, Voxel.
I
I'm on the
kind of love when Australian
Thanks, Foxy.
makers and game
Hey, you got
developers get
anything to eat?
involved with things because they
I'm
put a lot
kinda
of detail in.
hunt.
Like, look at his
I
hair,
can keep
not
an eye
him.
out.
Mr.
Look at the
Hopsworth
kids.
sometimes
Like,
lets
look at
me
the
have some
detail.
of his lunch. He doesn't usually know that, though.
I think it's
understood.
because their laws are quite different on the standards.
Voxel's giant dog sounded a lot like the stalker that had taken Milo. Now I was sure that the stalker had entered the city. There had to be a way in through the main gates.
But a firecracker would scare them too. Okay, let's go back over here because I had to restart to figure out what was
It
wrong.
was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. I was sure Joey would help me find Milo. If I could just get back into the city. I guess this was the immigration terminal.
Welcome Welcome to the Union City Registration Terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant.
Ouch! A
Hello,
U-chip
who
had been
are you?
implanted into the palm of my hand. I wasn't sure how it was going to help me.
Authorized citizen ID required.
I bet you that's what scared that ginormous purple bird. No, it's usually over here. That's a red one. Did he drop it? Nope, he did not. I may have made an oops. He's not having it.
Introducing the new Wonder Mop 2.0. New only solid technology.
I didn't rate my chances against all of those razor-sharp beaks.
Wonder if he's got more.
Me again. Can we talk some more?
Hi.
Can I grab another one of those firecrackers?
Okay, but I'm running low.
Thanks, Voxel. Thanks, Voxel.
Definitely scared the purple one. Go away, bird.
He was a scruffy-looking technician. Excuse me,
Oh, hello, visitor.
what's up with your bollard? Maybe I can help.
You?
Sure.
Hey, listen, Mr. Gaplander. It's totally cute that you want to help. But this mechanism's a teeny bit more advanced than what you're used to.
You'd be surprised. I'm pretty handy with these sorts of things.
Sorry, got to get back to this bollard. It ain't gonna fix itself.
I called upon my extensive background in engineering.
Hey, it's working. Hey, we fixed it.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Dude, council sure is shining in my direction today. Do you know how many times I've scanned this thing? The last scan must have done the trick. You see, I'm the diagnostician and tech expert around here. Name's Obsworth. What can I do for you?
Tell me about Joey.
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by where I don't thank him for the happiness and prosperity he brought to Union City.
Joey and I go way back. We must be talking about the same one.
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind, benevolent, generous, firm, resolute, moral, was magnanimous, proactive, and a friend to all citizens alike. Does that sound like your Joey?
My Joey was more of a sarcastic pain in the... But he was my best friend. How How are things going with Wendell's power cell?
It's
But how long until it's charged?
it's hard to say, but it's on my list.
This may sound like a stupid question, but how do I actually get into the city?
Well, first thing would be to head over to the city gates. If you got a valid ID, and just scan your U-chip, and the bridge will open.
Valid for what?
Now, that is the stupid question. You need a vehicle to get through the big doors there. If you have transport clearance, like that old fella with the smelly truck, you just drive up, scan your ID, and roll right onto the elevator down to the cargo bay.
I'm looking for a...
What kind of vehicle?
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know it has 4 giant legs.
Legs? Word to the wise man. Vehicles have wheels. Whoa, that doesn't sound like any vehicle I've ever heard of. And I've got more magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
See you around, Hobsworth.
I bet you do, bud. I bet you
Let
do.
me thank you properly.
Okay.
There you go. Your kudos just got a boost.
Thanks, I think.
Keep a smile on your face.
Excuse me.
Well, hey there, strange.
Well,
Great, I'll bet. Anything old Hobsworth can... By the way, just so you know...
Yes, of course. No problem.
Hmm.
See you around, Hobsworth.
Keep a smile on your face.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The machine ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda, labeled Spankles.
You are currently at your maximum allotted Spangles allowance. Have a nice day.
New only Soviet technology keeps them locked down and exposed crystal clear.
Now. Let's go visit those damn birds. Actually, I want to talk to Hoosier Pickle, don't I? Can't remember how I did this when I did it earlier here.
It was the girl I'd seen earlier. Excuse me. Hello?
You!
Me.
You're the guy in the...
And you're the girl.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long before I got there. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my D.
Lost your what?
Do you realize how much potential trade you've cost me?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Ugh. I trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
Mister, are you looking to trade something or what?
Trade?
Trade, you know, tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap or the city. That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff, trade stuff. Only, since you're interfering, let Big Steve fly off with my deed, it'll be a while before I can make proper trades again. Now, excuse me.
What's a deet?
My DEET, man. DTT. Data transfer tool. DEET.
What's the deed for?
Duh, transferring data. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
Any ideas on...
You got one of them U-chips?
Yeah, just got one from the terminal.
That one's no good. They've given you a cheap temp ID so the droids don't run you over. Bridge only opens for citizens. Soz, mate.
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my DEET.
I'm looking for a boy named...
You're looking in the wrong place. Only boys around here are Pixel and Voxel, and the only thing they're missing is a few screws.
So are you digging that guy's U-chip out of his hand?
What? No! Data transfer. I told you. I cloned his ID data onto the deed for later.
What happens later?
Well, you know, maybe someone doesn't want to be found. I do swapsies.
For a price.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
Simple. I collect IDs and I use the deed to swap them. At least Steve grabbed it.
What were you doing out there in the...
I told you, or only now, Big Steve has my deed and ipso facto the ID.
That's all for now.
And it's come back.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal.
Now, I think I've already talked to him. I was trying to get caught up before I found that kid, and then I accidentally stumbled on them, so...
How's it going, Wendell?
Can't complain. Not like anybody'd listen if I did.
That's the spirit.
What's on your mind?
Any ideas on how...
Aye, that's easy.
Great.
A truck?
What? Like your...
No, not like mine. You want one that actually... That being said, you won't even get across the bridge without an authorized... Citizen's ID gets you all the way into the city. I've got ID, all right, but my power... Long story short, I could drive in. If I could drive in.
Do you need a vehicle?
You do, but I don't. What I do need is...
And you can't just walk in?
Are you mad? Walk into the city? There's guns guarding them main gates, and they'd make mincemeat out of you, Sonny Jim.
Any specifically...
Only things been through here recently are birds, bad smells, and the occasional... light...
See, I've been following these tracks, but about a day and a half ago.
All right, pal. Didn't ask for your life story.
I'll be back.
I'll be here.
Here, birdies.
The smell of the Mini K was highly pungent.
Okay, it was hit bumper,
Right. Hit the bumper.
do
These were
jig,
not my best moves.
pull door. Okay. Now I'm kind of wondering what the hell I'm supposed to do. Oh, yeah, that damn bird. I forgot about it. I just saw one over there. I think it's the one. You. Oh,
Come on, big fella.
lure. Come on. Come on. Go fetch.
I hoped Ember's deed was still functional.
Alright, now we need to go see Who's Your Pickle. Where did she get to? She wanders. There she is. Is that her? Or is that jerk? No, that's her.
It seemed Ember was some sort of tech scavenger. Ember,
Hi again.
so this deed, pretty valuable, huh?
Oh, it's only a fundamental part of my enterprise.
And the ID that's on it?
You bet. That's a citizen's ID.
And that would grant access into the city?
You're a sharp one, ain't ya?
Guess what I just found?
A lot of nerve coming back here.
Nope. This.
What? My deed? I'll have that.
Sure, but how about I give you the deed in exchange for the citizen ID that's on it?
The deed for the ID, but
You wouldn't have it back if it weren't for me.
it wouldn't have been stolen if it weren't for you.
So we're even.
I suppose that's sort of fair.
Excellent. When do we start?
Have you got a U-chip?
Yes. My hand is still stinging.
Alright then, let's get this over with, yeah? Pass me back my deed, Follow me over to my workbench.
A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires. A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires. Hey, Ember.
You ready to do this?
I'm not entirely sure what this is.
You want that citizen's ID, right?
Yeah. What do I need to do?
Cool. Just place your hand flat on the U-chip scanner. Over here on my workbench.
Like this?
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Yeah, good enough. Let me just line up the laser. Oi, keep your hand still or you'll lose it.
Is this gonna hurt?
No more than getting the chip installed in the first place.
Oh no.
Right, just transferring the ID now. You may feel a slight pinch. What was that?
That wasn't supposed to happen?
There it is again. Must be... nothing. It must be nothing. Looks like his name was Graham. A fine, upstanding citizen.
Graham. Got it.
Good luck, citizen Graham.
At last I had a citizen ID. I hoped that this was going to be my key to getting into the city.
So, now what? I don't know where the battery is. That's the problem. This looks like a hand scanner. Let's see what it does.
The hologram was already active. The hologram showed a young woman in uniform.
I must say, we weren't expecting to see you here outside the city.
Guess I'm an unexpected kind of guy.
Indeed.
And who are you?
My name is Greta. It is my duty and pleasure to answer any questions you may have about Union City and the local area. How can I be of service today?
A child has been kidnapped from my village.
From your village? Was the child a registered citizen of Union City?
No, his name is Milo, and
Polite apology. Minos can only concern itself with registered citizens.
I was hoping you'd be able to help.
And isn't hope a wonderful thing? In the meantime, do you have any other queries?
I'm looking for a vehicle. Has anything come through here?
No.
You haven't seen a weird vehicle with legs instead of wheels?
Polite apology. I cannot discuss the details of other visitors' vehicular movements.
But this vehicle, it kidnapped a child.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Interesting.
Is Joey still running things around here?
He was, until just a few years ago.
That doesn't sound good. Hope he didn't screw things up.
Not at all, sir. Joey the Savior was a great leader. Citizen happiness reached unprecedented levels.
Good to hear it. I happen to be an old friend of his.
Oh, we're all friends of Joey, sir. Gone but not forgotten.
I need to get into the city.
Easily done, sir. Just drive your vehicle across the bridge and the gates will open up for you.
My vehicle?
Yes, your vehicle. You do have a vehicle, don't you?
What if I don't?
Well, you're about 5 years too late. This is a vehicle entrance now. Freight only, I'm afraid. Anything else I can help with today?
So I need a vehicle to get into the city.
At this vehicle entrance? Yes, that's right, sir.
Don't seem to be many vehicles going through, though.
How very observant of you, sir.
Thank you.
She's a
Quiet
peach
time of
too.
year, huh?
Very. There was a delivery scheduled a couple of days ago, but it hasn't come through.
Have a nice day.
In Union City, sir, there is no other kind of day.
Oh, there's another one. Maybe this one will do something. She was just so helpful.
The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner.
Error. UChip firmware outdated. Authority for vehicular access denied.
The firmware on my U-chip was out of date. I realized that I'd been sold a dud by Ember.
Great. So now what? I guess we go harass Amber since she sold me a scam tip. Wherever she went. Where the hell is she hiding? You better hide from me when I find you. There she is. Hey! Scammer! Scamber!
Ember seemed like a smart kid. Hey, me again.
Hi again.
There's a problem with this ID you gave me. I tried the bridge, but it wouldn't let me through. Apparently my U-chip is out of date.
Oh, right. They had to replace the hand scanner recently. Must be running on new firmware. Much newer than the crappy U-chips from that old terminal.
What happened to the old hand scanner?
No idea. Why would you even ask that? I didn't take it. Shut up.
Either way, the ID you gave me doesn't work.
Hey, listen, guy. The ID is tip-top. It's your U-chip that's the problem. It's old. Like you.
Well, have you got any newer replacements?
Nuh-uh. That U-chip is in you now. It stays there. You'll need to run an update, but my guess is you can only do that inside the city.
And without the update, I can't get across the bridge. I appear to be at an impasse.
Yikes. Well, that ain't good. Could maybe hack the bridge, but... Nah. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Did you say hack?
Okay. So you know how everything here runs on Minos?
Minos? Surely that's not based off the old Link system.
That's right. When they upgraded, they dumped the old Link tech. Smart shoes, smart toasters, smart light bulbs, smart fridges. Minos makes everything smart, smart, smart. Except the humans. Anyway, you know how Hobbsworth is always pointing his scanner at stuff?
Yeah?
That's his Minos scanner. Minos scanners let guys without any smarts figure out how machines work. Old Hobbsworth has all kinds of safeguards so he can't mess things up more when they break. But with a few modifications...
Can you do more than just diagnose Minos machines?
Much more.
Could I borrow your hacker? Is that a no? Could I maybe trade you something for your hacker?
Honestly, probably not.
Okay, so if you won't trade me for that hacker, could you make me one?
For a price, and a whole lot of inconvenience.
What do you mean?
For starters, you need one of Hobbsworth's Minos scanners. You get me one of them, and then we can talk about next steps.
Thanks, Ember.
Peace.
Wow. I have a feeling it's this little office over here that I couldn't get in before. And the battery should be in there too.
Graham's ID was finally starting to get me places. The console seemed specialized. The console seemed specialized. The power cell was completely wrecked. It was a sandwich. The power cell was completely wrecked. The console seemed specialized. This had to be one of the scanners that Ember had talked about. I decided to borrow the scanner, indefinitely. The power cell was completely wrecked.
Go away, cracker.
Hi.
Hi again.
Guess what I've got?
Go on, surprise me.
A Minos scanner. Can you hack it into a hacker for me?
Maybe. Let's see what else you've got in that bag that might be worth my time, trouble, and effort.
How about a sandwich?
Is that a city singer?
Sure is.
The scanner and the sandwich? Ouch! That's a real one-two in the face for old Hobbsy. I wouldn't say no to a sandwich, but what you need's gonna cost more than that.
How about a delicious mini-K made with mostly real...
I heard that before. Not interested.
How about a tasty Spankles?
Already had like 4 today, mate. Spankles is about as valuable as sand around here.
And probably less nutritious.
Hey, anything that makes your tongue glow in the dark can't be bad for you. It's science.
I don't know if you can use this, but how about this finger?
Okay, creepy. Let me take a look. Whoa. Okay, this is some serious kit. The micro actuators alone are worth a bundle.
So it's a deal then. You'll hack this scanner, and the finger is yours.
You betcha. Pleasure doing business with you. Meet me at my workbench when you're ready.
I hope I didn't need that finger. I really hope I didn't need that finger.
Ember had used the workbench to transfer Graham's ID to my U-chip.
Alright, one Ember grade Minos hacker.
Thanks. So how do I use this thing?
You activate scan mode, obviously.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, well, that's the easy part. Now follow me. This is how I find hidden systems. They're all over the place.
The Museum of History presents the Piermont Collection, Relica of Yesteryears.
Right, so this here is a diagnostic view of Minos.
Looks like it runs the vending machine.
No kidding. See those task nodes? The darker ones?
Yeah?
Well, unlike Hobbsy's little vanilla scanner, my hacker can swap them round. So let's see how smart you are. Want to give me an infinite supply of spankles? All right, mate. Figure the rest out yourself. Oh, and try not to do anything too stupid, eh?
Unblock your pipeline with Laxi Gauge. Koala Couples is proud to announce Carbon Fog and Sister Tone. Complete your collection today.
Apologies, but despite you being a valid user, we have decided to not dispense on this occasion.
At least I felt validated.
Relica of Yesteryears. Make sure to visit today.
Didn't I just do that?
Make the world shine.
Citizen Graham, you are present at the scene of an active alarm.
I was going to have to get used to being called Graham.
Please remain calm and await neutralization of any threat. Do you have any information on the cause of the alarm?
I think he said his name was Hobbsworth.
I shall investigate. Please do not approach the subject. He may be armed.
Yeah, I had two, I think.
Union City will take it from here. Thank you, citizen.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos. Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos. Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos. Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
What if I can use it to fix the battery? Apparently not.
The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner.
What about the truck? Is it just a throwaway? I'm confused. What's he doing? Huh. Apparently nothing. Where did he come from anyway?
Warning. This entrance is strictly vehicle only. All pedestrians...
Those guns look like they meant business.
I wonder. Well, it's not letting me move anything else.
The conveyor appeared to be part of a waste recycling system. The pressure plate appeared to trigger the crane mechanism.
What's that do? I think that's the way it was, isn't it?
The conveyor appeared to be part of a waste recycling system. Industrial fumes pumped out of the spinning exhaust fan. The pressure plate appeared to trigger the crane mechanism.
Oh, it did something.
Unacceptable cargo detected. 4Y, our unit has been alerted to solve the problem.
You have dated scrap pile! I am the unacceptable cargo! Let me down! You're risking the future of all the little kids!
Oh, he has a battery.
I had a charged power cell.
That's kind of neat.
lights flickered on. Wendell's truck had power, and with it, I had my ticket into the city.
Maybe I should get some more of these hot dog things. I can't. It only gives you the one. Ooh.
Hey, Wendell.
Managed to get those doors open all right?
Just about.
Did you, do the jig?
Sure did. You said it was essential.
That's right. Although, here's a funny thing. My wife never does the jig back at the farm. But it always seems to open for her. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I fitted your truck with a charged power cell.
You did? Then we're cooking on gas.
Hey, any chance of a lift into the city?
Typical. No one ever does anything from the goodness of their heart these days.
I just figured that...
Oh, all right. Up in the back. You earned it.
You sure it's safe back here?
100%, lad.
I'll take your word for it.
Just watch out for me neck bursts. I've lost enough business already. As far as I can take you, I'm afraid. You can catch a monopod into the city from over there.
And where are you going?
Straight to cargo. Gotta get these babies.
Quarantined?
Distributed.
Oh, shit.
Thanks for the ride, Wendell. Maybe see you again.
Well, I got in. Now what? Apparently not.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Outdated U-chip firmware detected. Firmware must be updated to use Union City facilities.
I was about to return to give Ember a piece of my mind when...
Transporting you to the nearest safety services.
God, it's pretty. Holy crap. Oh, wow, it's pretty. So gorgeous.
The stalkers had come into the city, but looking around, that didn't make any sense. This place was a paradise compared to the Union City I'd left all those years ago. Joey had certainly turned the place around. I had to find the stalkers, and whoever he was, Graham was my only lead. I just had to sort out my U-chip problems first.
It says safety services, and that's where it asked me to go. Apparently not.
Hello?
Good morning, Graham, Grundy. I trust you are well on this fine day.
Actually,
Aha! Have you tried Dijon buttercream spankles? It's new.
sounds delightful.
That's the spirit. Now, Mr. Grundy, we both know why you're here, don't we?
I guess we do.
Your firmware. It's ridiculously out of date. Then, shall we? Go on, place your hand on the platform.
Why should I?
Oh, Graham, what a ridiculous question. How do you expect to access your messages? Or vote on important city issues? Or use the travel system? Please consent to the firmware update.
Okay, here goes.
Well, that's very strange.
What's very strange?
What's very strange?
You said that's very strange a moment ago. Something about my data.
I didn't. You said, what's very strange?
I only said it because you said that's very strange.
Great. What else can I do for you, Citizen Graham?
Okay, so she's
Something
glitchy.
strange about the ID that I had acquired. While she may have lost the plot, I definitely hadn't. Listen, I don't know if you'll be able to help on this.
I'm here to help.
Okay. I'm looking for a child that went missing 2 days ago.
And from which part of the city did this child go missing?
He was from outside the city.
I can only help you locate citizens.
Thank you.
Was I helpful?
Yes.
Would you like to fill out a survey?
Absolutely not.
Okay then. Keep a smile on your face, Graham.
Now that I'd dealt with my U-chip problem, I needed to find out more about my new identity. Graham Grundy.
What was that? Interesting. I don't want to screw anything up.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
Oh. Apparently they caught me eavesdropping.
I'd never tell him, but Joey's statue looked magnificent. Now that I'd resolved my outdated U-chip problem, it was time to look deeper into my alter ego, Graham.
It keeps repeating it, so I must have to go somewhere. What's here? Does this take me somewhere? Because the chip should work now.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
I knew Graham had some sort of connection to Milo's kidnapping. His home would be my best, in fact, my only lead. Take me to Graham... my home.
Lakeview Apartments. Certainly, Citizen Graham.
The city knew a lot more about Graham than I did. As I arrived, masquerading as a dead man called Graham, I was apprehensive about what I would find. But I had no choice. I had to find the stalker. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead. The seal on the floor showed my buddy Joey just as I remembered him.
This is reminding me of
all those years
another
ago.
game.
Hey, buddy, watch where you're standing.
What's your problem?
Your face, for one.
Excuse me.
Well, if you hadn't been staring at the floor like a moron, you'd have seen me.
Do you know where I can find Joey?
Oh, I don't know, weirdo. They say he walked into the gap, or sailed across the sea. Either way, he abandoned us all in this place.
You don't like it here?
Needs more color, wouldn't you agree?
I didn't catch your name.
I'm your mama.
What? Seriously, I'd like to know your name.
Seriously, go find a friend.
Do you live here?
Do I look like I live here?
I'm not from around here. Maybe everyone here looks like you.
Yeah, and what do I look like?
Trouble.
Keep walking.
What happened after Joey left?
Well, duh. Council runs the city now.
Do you know a guy called Graham Grundy?
Nope. Sounds like a moron.
In that case, let me introduce myself. Graham Grundy.
Doesn't surprise me.
I'll leave you to whatever it was you were doing.
Aw, really? I'll miss you.
Yes, I'm very busy.
Hey, Dirtbag! What's your favorite color?
Huh?
You heard me. What's your favorite color?
Red?
Bold choice. Later, man purse.
Later, backpack.
Ha! You got nothing.
Clearly not everyone in Union City was quite as courteous as they were happy.
Clearly. She's a piece of work, too. They all are.
It was another image of Joey, just as I remembered him. Clearly, he'd made his mark.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
Someone had spilt paint on the floor.
Commencing refill.
Looked like someone planned on doing some painting. The holdall was stained with paint.
Water refill complete. Commencing spray, please.
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks.
Water tank depleted.
Wait a minute, is that the one?
Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence. Water refill complete.
The picture showed an utterly unfamiliar scene from a bygone era.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence. Water tank.
Wait, I know that U-chip. Oh my, is it really? Yes, it is. Master Graham, you have returned. How wonderful.
Oh, good day, huh?
I shall inform Madam and her guest that you have arrived. She will be so pleased.
No, that won't be necessary.
She will be overjoyed that you have finally returned to the bosom of the family. My apologies for the interruption, Madam Songbird. It's Master Graham.
What about him, Chipworth?
It appears he has arrived home, Madam.
He has, but that's wonderful.
Mmm.
Thank Joey.
Oh.
My dear husband.
Oh my.
I was hoping to meet you, Mr. Grundy. Mental Alonso, Ministry of Well-Being. I was just here to investigate some irregularities.
I'm sure my Graham needs a few moments to freshen up. Why don't I show you my kudos records? I don't know who you are, but right now we're both in a lot of trouble. So for both our sakes, you'd better convince the mentor that you're Graham.
Yes, of course.
I'll stall him. Just don't come through that door until you know enough about Graham to pass yourself off.
What the hell?
Don't worry. You can count on me. I wasn't sure what I'd walked into. But if I was to convince anyone I was Graham, I needed to find out more about him. His job, his family, his state of mind. The mentor could ask me about anything. Information about Graham was scattered all over the place. All I had to do was look around. The pictures were all of Graham's wife. They were photochemical prints, taken using an old-style film camera. The retro technology.
She looks
managed to blend
impressed.
songbirds seamlessly into the fake backgrounds. The photography was impressive, but the subject didn't look happy.
Excuse me, please?
The trees in the gap weren't as pretty, but at least they were real. Something told me the fire was not authentic. Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here. Personally, I preferred an open fire for cooking. At least
Coffinator?
one person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee. Although I doubted Union City Blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans.
Oh.
Rhythmic gymnastics, first place. Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive. That looked like Graham and his wife on their wedding day. They looked blissfully in love. The pictures in the apartment told a sad story. A blissful romance that had soured with time. A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by. The pictures were all of Graham's wife.
Excuse me, please?
The pictures were all... The pictures were all of Graham's wife. The pictures were all of Graham...
Okay, we have Paris, we have San Francisco. I don't know what the boat is.
The pictures were all of...
Why won't it let me select that, though?
The pictures were all of Graham...
It's weird. You seen this?
The pictures were all of
It
Graham's
keeps going
wife.
to that picture. But that's not the one I selected.
Hello there. Chipworth, wasn't it?
Master Graham, may I say, sir is looking even more fabulous than usual today.
Why, thank you.
Has Master Graham lost weight?
Maybe. Does Master Graham look like he's lost weight?
Oh, yes, sir. And it would appear sir has gained some height as well. Bravo.
Tell me, Chipworth, who was that woman just now?
But that was sir's wife, Madame Songbird.
Yes, of course. My wife.
Is sir quite feeling himself?
It's fine. I've just been having a difficult few days.
How serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here then, is it not, sir?
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you do the laundry, Chipworth?
The laundry basket is in the bedroom, sir. I wouldn't want to disturb the mentor.
Seems sensible. Tell me about that woman.
A woman? Can sir possibly be referring to his good lady wife?
Humor me. For instance, her name would be...
Madame Songbird. Clearly, Sir is not feeling quite himself today. Sir might recall he even forgot dear old Chipworth's name earlier.
Who?
Me, sir.
Chipworth, tell me everything you know about me.
Request respectfully declined.
Oh, God.
Aren't you my butler droid?
Yes, sir. I have been Sir's butler for a very long time.
Then why can't you tell me?
Standing orders, sir.
Whose orders?
Yours.
Nice try, sir. Almost had me.
Graham had made sure his droid wouldn't talk. I had to do my own investigating. So, what do you do, Chipworth?
Whatever Sir desires.
Can you juggle?
Sadly, sir, one's capabilities are restricted to the minutiae of domestic service.
Shame.
We are what we are, sir.
At least as far as anyone else needs to know. How are you, Chipworth?
I am well, sir. Thank you for inquiring.
Who was that guy in here when I arrived?
Is Sir referring to the gentleman currently probing your wife in the bedroom?
Oh!
I guess I am.
That would be the Honorable Mentor Alonso, Senior Officer at the Ministry of Well-Being. I believe that he would like to see you next.
He would?
Mentor Alonso indicated that there were one or two anomalies in Master Graham's records. Public voting, kudos levels, employment, whereabouts within the city.
Just some minor things, then.
Consumption patterns, biosigns, indication of physical existence.
I think I get the picture.
But I'm sure there's a simple answer, Master Graham.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you water the plants, Chipworth?
Very good, sir. Excuse me, please.
Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine. I was hit by the acrid smell of chemicals. A sword? The blade was cracked. I wondered if the people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city.
Hmm.
A cavalcade of cryptids. Someone believed in monster stories. A security forces copter. I still had nightmares about those things. Twice I'd flown in them, and both times they'd crashed.
Crashed, yeah.
I hoped I wouldn't have to risk it a third time.
They really should remaster the old one if they're gonna put this one out.
An impressive collection of medals, ranging from bravery to long service. Most of the medals dated back to before I was born. A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. The logo on the uniform was quite distinct.
Oh, a train.
It looked like one of the land trains from the city walls. It was a detailed model. Developing fluid and trays. I hadn't seen gear like this since I was a child. I wondered if Graham self-medicated. Giant scorpions in the sewers. Real or fake? Unlikely. The tentacle monsters would have eaten them years ago. When I came to Union City 10 years ago, this was very much the case. These days, I wasn't so sure.
Been more than 10 years, I can tell you that. I remember this. This is very much like the original was. Like, I'm having flashbacks.
Anti-Hobart propaganda. Some things never change. printer? It was rare to see one of those. How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them. Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around. Among the drawings were photographs, land trains, and the city walls. The blind blocked out all the light from outside. You can tell a lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste.
That's annoying.
Looked like these photos were taken by the city walls.
There's a calendar.
The calendar showed today as a holiday. Aspiration Day.
Did somebody choke to death?
A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had made some headway, but I still needed to learn about Graham's work and his state of health. The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort. I wondered what exactly Graham's role was. I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
Lens replacement for your hollow plinth. Return the faulty one when it's convenient. Missed out on choosing a new Spankles flavor for Union City. Ministry's attention, an industrial cleaning robot was locked in an empty land train and transported to Asio City. Analysis underway to determine the person responsible for the error. This guy's got a penchant for trains by the looks of it. Ministry of Comfort, polite message. Your record indicates absence for 4 days. Please contact your manager to determine how we can help you to remedy the situation so he's been gone. Your heart regulator implants are no longer fitted. Please return them for analysis. Here to monitor your health. You keep a smile on your face. 9 days ago. Another 9 days ago. Don't forget, winners of the Union City photography competition will be announced tomorrow. Log in to see if you won a prize. Keep a smile on your face. See cheese. Black is the new black with a new gauze silk, darker than emptiness itself and super soft on those intimate areas. Polite manner. Reminder. Health check is overdue. New domestic servant. Spankles. We inform you that you failure to vote. That's what he did. "12 days. Keep a smile on your face. Cuddly kitties are proud to introduce the llama. Interesting, it won't let me select this one. My messages are locked. My not me messages are locked.
The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside. A cavalcade of cryptids. Someone believed in monster stories. The droids who stare at goats. A classic. A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by. Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath.
Monthly? Ew.
So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? I knew enough about Graham's status and profession. I wondered what his health was like before he died.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations. It has been noted that your height has increased, adjusting records accordingly. Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know. Give me a checkup.
Scanning. Your physical health is within the top percentile for a Union citizen. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any advice for me?
A single can of Spankles contains more than your daily dietary requirements. Look for the clown. Drink Spankles. Keep a smile on your face.
Thanks.
You are
It's
welcome,
reminding me of a
Citizen
couple other
Graham.
games.
Give me a checkup.
Scanning. Your physical health is within...
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
What devices do I...
You possess a U-chip personal data implant in the perlicue of your right hand. It is functioning correctly. Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. Please return them to your nearest medical waste facility. You possess a Schriebman local interneural connection port. This hardware predates the Minos system and...
That's probably...
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
That's all for now.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered and will arrive at your home shortly. Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough. Tempting, but I'd already
Have
had
one,
my
you
monthly bath.
creep. Ew, ew, ew. Ew. Apparently nothing there. Something weird about those photos. I think they're fake.
If I was going to convince the mentor, I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham. I needed to find out more information if I wanted to avoid getting caught out.
Excuse me, please.
Chipworth?
Good afternoon, sir.
This mentor, what will he ask me about?
The Ministry of Well-Being is always concerned, sir, with a citizen's
well-being?
That's right, sir. A citizen's health and happiness, their relationships and social life, all of the utmost importance to the minister. He might also inquire if sir needs any support in the workplace.
Why exactly?
I believe sir's 2-week-long work, poll and social hiatus may have raised some concerns. Just be yourself.
Of course, because I am Graham Grundy. Have a super day, Chipworth.
Serving you, sir.
If I was going to convince the mentor, I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham. I couldn't keep them waiting any longer. From that point on, I had to be Graham Grundy, cleaning supervisor.
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso here.
Alonso?
Monopolize my lovely wife for a moment longer.
By probing her in the bedroom.
Shall we begin?
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge? It was now or never.
So, Mr. Grundy.
Mentor Alonso, what would you like to know?
Ah, well, straight to the point. I like that.
His employee
As I was
picture had a
explaining
train
to your dear
too.
wife earlier, there have been some issues with your activity records of late.
Issues? What do you mean?
Mr. Grundy, a word to the wise. This will be much smoother if you leave the questions to me. Now, whilst your records load, remind me, in which ministry are you employed?
Comfort.
Comfort. I'm a cleaning supervisor.
Yes, of course. Ah, here we go.
She
Graham
looks impressed.
Grundy, 42, cleaning supervisor with the Ministry of Comfort. Cleaning supervisors require Class C exertive activity certification. I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
I did drop down a bit, but I'm back to Class A+ now.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. So, with that in mind, I will mark you as fit for work. Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C+ right now. I note you used to be much higher.
Oh, I can't remember.
Mr.
I
Grundy?
think it's a B.
Yes, well, you'll be back up there in no time.
I think it was actually C.
That is all I need to check off.
Oh, she looks so
But
impressed.
I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you all the extra support and guidance that you need.
Mentor?
When someone goes off-grid, there's usually some underlying trouble. And as a mentor, I like to think of myself as a bit of a troubleshooter.
Of course. I appreciate the concern.
So, let's get to the bottom of all this confusion. Dig a bit deeper, eh?
Deeper? Yes, right.
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
The land train facility. It's a fine place to work.
I'm sure it is. Department of Land Trains and Extra City Cop.
Oh, yes. Couldn't be...
We are, of course, very grateful for your service, Mr. Grundy. But there we come to the crux of the matter. Your 15 days is a long time. This is, of course, why my ministry has become involved in your case. We have been concerned for your well-being.
I'm fine. Better than...
Excellent. Now, speaking of... Tell me about your implants. Are they working effectively?
You mean my heart regulators? Nothing to worry about. As you can see, the beat goes on.
Yes. Well, I must say you're in remarkable shape considering your medical history. Of course, your mental well-being is just as important to us. How are you getting on with your rather peculiar hobbies?
You mean my photography?
I do.
Can't beat the feeling of an old-time film.
She's hysterical.
I can imagine. You have an eye for composition. Although I don't understand your interest in using such archaic technology.
Oh,
Choosing
all
to
the old
fiddle
cameras.
with knobs rather than availing of ministry-recommended filters, stabilization, automatic archive, and data retrieval, all courtesy of Minos. If we can't see what you create, how can we share in your interests?
What can I say? I like a challenge.
I'm sure you do, Graham. Ah, well. I have a busy day of appointments, so sadly we must conclude our little chat there.
It's been a pleasure, Mentor.
Hasn't it? So with that in mind, perhaps you can tell me where you've been for the last 2 weeks.
What? Right. Yes, where have I been the last 2 weeks?
Well?
Okay, so the last 2 weeks, I was working at the land train facility, of course. Cleaning. I'm a cleaning supervisor. And while I was cleaning, I must have bumped my head. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of nowhere, still on the train. 2 weeks later, the train returned to the city. Cleaner than it's ever been, I might add.
My poor darling! How awful! What a dreadful thing to happen!
I believe I have all the answers I need from you.
I got a trophy, but I don't know if it's the right one.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Grundy.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Just a teeny tiny thing before I go. There appears to be 1 or 2 anomalous results here.
Anomalous? That doesn't sound good.
It may be nothing. But here's the thing. I get strange readings when I scan your U-chip. Any idea why?
Maybe it got damaged when I fell.
Ah, yes. Of course. That's probably it. You see, the only other time I've seen anything like this is when a U-chip has been tampered with. No one would have done that now, would they?
Tampered with? I didn't even know that you could do that.
Graham's a supervisor, not a subversive mentor.
Yes, a supervisor, not a subversive.
Damaged when he fell. Request analysis. There. Perfect. I have everything I need.
Great. Chipbot will show you out.
Chipworth, darling.
Just my little joke. Chipworth.
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Grundy.
That didn't sound good.
I don't know who you are or what you've done with Graham, but I think we got away with that.
I hope so. I don't think that we would get away with it a second time.
Nor do I. If there is anything wrong with Graham's U-chip, you would better sort it out sharpish before Alonso's analysis comes back.
Mind telling me who the hell you really are?
Who even are you?
Oh,
where's
wow.
Graham? Are you that contact he kept ranting about?
Whatever Graham had been up to, it had gotten him killed. I had to come clean with his wife. There's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid Graham is dead.
What? How? Where?
I found him. In the gap.
The Gap? What
She
were
knew.
you doing in the Gap? Was that
But
what
she
he was
knew.
always sneaking off to? Ugh.
A child. City. And I think Graham was somehow connected.
Pigs fly. Listen, stranger. I'm sure you can understand this has been a rather harrowing day. This is all too much for me right now.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm gonna do some damage control on social media. In the meantime, I guess that officially it is your home, so you can stay, but this is my
Isn't she a
bedroom,
peach?
and that one is yours. No cute ideas.
Understood. Songbird seemed rattled by the news. Not surprising. But whoever this contact of Graham's was, I suspected they were the key to finding Milo.
Something was flashing downstairs.
Excuse me, please.
Hey, she ran away and I'm not done with her.
In Union City, even the teddy bears had screens. This one was broken. I poked at it, but I couldn't get it to turn on. The shelf was loaded with books on management, business theory, and military strategy. The climate controls looked complicated, except for the big switch marked Windows.
Hey, don't touch that. What have I said about these windows? Keep them closed.
A collection of toy animals were lined up in little baskets. One was missing. There was an empty spot marked Bartleby Bilby. A Detective Culls. Someone liked their murder mysteries. Jasmine. Songbird, I'm sorry.
For what?
That your husband is dead.
Hey, win some, lose some.
That's pretty harsh.
Look, stranger. You told me your secret, so I'll tell you mine. Last few years, Graham gave up trying to be anything other than the dullard he really was. If it weren't for the kudos for being married, I'd have dumped him months ago. You're new here, so a word of advice? You want to win in Union City? Learn the rules and play the game.
My name's Foster, by the way. Robert Foster.
Songbird.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Graham?
Not much. He was a loner whose only friends were idiots like him.
Could Graham have had anything to do with kidnapping?
For both our sakes, I hope not.
What were you saying about kudos?
Were you born yesterday?
Let's just say I'm new here.
Okay, newbie. Here's how it works in Union City. Be a good example, stay happy, and you get kudos.
Sounds like China.
Which you spend?
Well, kinda, but not really. The higher your kudos level, the lower you are in the city. Simple.
So kudos is bad?
Aren't you listening? Lower. Lower is better.
What's with the Alonso guy?
Guy? I believe you're referring to Mentor Alonso,
from the Ministry of Well-Being. He's a high-ranking official. And we've just lied straight to his face.
Quite the team, huh?
If he knew what's really going on, I dread to think how far my kudos would plummet.
And what about me?
Arrested, deported, I don't know, not important.
Tell me more.
I wonder if
about
I can
Graham.
hack that screen.
Why do you want to know?
I think he might have
Not
been
the one she's
involved in
used. The
something.
bear.
What do you mean?
Hi,
I
Mr.
came to
Gaymer.
Union City from the Gap because I was investigating a mysterious...
Oh, for Joey's sake, not you too. Blah blah conspiracy, blah blah giant dog. Graham was the perfect husband until he started getting crazy ideas. Why couldn't he just have an affair like a normal person?
She's such a peach.
Who's this contact you mentioned?
Bad news, as far as my kudos level is concerned.
What do you mean?
Graham was always rambling on about this hacker friend of his. Had a daft name. Leet, I think.
Any idea where I could find Leet?
Probably somewhere up top, with the other degenerates. If I were you, I'd stay away.
Are you a collector?
What?
Toys. You have quite the collection.
Oh, yes. The whole set of cuddly kiddies. Even the limited edition Mama Bear from 5 years back. Well, I did have the whole set, at least.
Did something happen?
Bartleby went missing, that's what. I asked Graham about it and he denied all knowledge. Then, when I tried to use the Mama Bear tracker to find dear Bartleby, he threw her across the room.
Clumsy.
Clumsy? Those bears were my engagement gift. He hid Bartleby just to spite me.
Graham had taken Songbird's toy Bilby, but I couldn't figure out what he'd have wanted with it. Wherever he'd gone, Graham clearly didn't want to be tracked. What's a Mama Bear tracker?
What do you think? It tracks her babies.
Oh.
Her babies?
The cuddly kiddies. Most toys in Union City are tracker-enabled. Lost toys mean screaming babies. Unless you got a tracker.
Mind if I have a look at the tracker?
Go ahead, though the screen is broken. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
Bye, Songbird.
Yeah, bye.
It looked like Graham had taken Bartleby and didn't want it tracked. I had a hunch that he had taken it to Leet, but had no idea why.
Maybe not.
The device was now on, but with the screen broken, I'd need to find another way to get at the data.
Yeah, okay,
I wondered
that makes
why
sense.
Graham had taken a children's toy.
Hello there. I'm Mama Bear.
Hi.
Mama Bear looks after all the cuddly kitties. Are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking for Bartleby Bilby.
Don't worry, child. Look at my tummy to find your missing friend.
Uh-huh. What am I supposed to do in here? Activate the tracker. I'm confused. It doesn't seem to do anything. Oh.
The image being displayed on the hollow plinth had changed. The plinth was showing the toy's tracking data. All I needed to do was locate the area code E1594. Find the tracker, find Leet. Excuse me.
Hello, Master Graham.
Do you know what E1594 might refer to?
It's a city area code, referring to a few city blocks, I would imagine.
Which part of the city exactly, though?
Sir is confusing me with an android that gets out and about.
You make it sound like you're a prisoner here.
Sir's words, not mine. I suggest Master Graham seeks out a map.
Chipworth knew very little about the geography of the city. I'd need to find a map if I was to make headway. I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you open the windows, Chipworth?
Very good, sir.
What have I said about these windows? Keep them closed.
Ahem.
I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things.
We did everywhere else.
Excuse me, please.
After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like.
Good point.
There was
There's
a
a foot.
blueprint. Curious. So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? A box had been hidden outside the window. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
There's a bird out there. I bet I know how. I need the window open, though.
Excuse me.
Hello, Master Graham.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you open the windows, Chipworth?
Very good, sir.
Off. There we go.
The mentor, Alonzo, seemed to be arguing with someone. Here you go.
Go away, bird. Thank you.
There was something taped to the air conditioner. Whatever was in the box, Graham had clearly not wanted anyone to find it. Inside was a small glass lens. It had deep cuts scored across its surface. But that wasn't all. Tucked beneath was a photograph. A picture of a stalker. A child's face pressed against the window. Suddenly I realized that it wasn't just Milo. It was clear that multiple children were being taken into the city, and somehow Graham was connected to it.
Shouldn't I put the box back outside? Like, it's not giving me a thingy. That stupid bird is back.
The mentor, Alonzo, seemed to be arguing with someone.
Don't see Mentor Alonzo. Oh, that must be him down there. Jeez, he's gotten very small. Oh, there he is. Where's that him? Can't tell.
The plants needed watering badly. The gang had a ferocious beak. I was lucky not to lose a finger.
Excuse me, please?
No, I want you to water the plants.
Hello, Chipworth.
Good afternoon, sir.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you water the plants, Chipworth?
Very good, sir.
I thought I told him to do it already.
Excuse me, Songbird?
Hey, stranger.
Any idea where the area code E1594 refers to?
E1594? What would I know about an old area code?
Old?
The monopod system has taken care of transport for years.
That's all for now.
Yeah, bye.
Gee, it's such a... Everybody is such a beach. Like, this game, they're all grabby and grouchy. Does it work? Does it have a scanny thing? No, but there is something that does. A map! Okay. Can I do anything with it? No. Well, I don't understand. All programs begin with the start logic block. These are events that cause a program to execute. They terminate with an end logic block, after which they are ready to execute again. Well, maybe it'll show me. Because it only has one block.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me.
Ah, Master Grundy. What joy to see Sir again after all this time. The poet laureate Reginald Arthur Schnipple
The sign in the
sends his
background is
regards
interesting.
and/or condolences as appropriate.
How nice of you, Reginald.
Correction, sir. If one may be so bold, Mr. Schnipple is of course Sir's human neighbour. How Sir might mistake yours truly, Tarquin, for our beloved poet laureate is beyond imagining.
Any idea where I might find a place called E1594?
That sounds like an area code, and not one I would venture into.
How so?
It would be extremely inappropriate for a gentleman to visit Sector E.
Have you heard any reports of missing children?
Why, no, Master Graham. If anyone went missing, I'm sure AI Officer Greta would find their U-chips.
What if they were from outside the city?
Well, surely AI Officer Greta would find them by their newly implanted U-chips.
Fair enough. For all his poetry, Tarquin was still a Union City droid. What do you think about the graffiti?
As an artiste, I find any medium Of course, the vandalism does somewhat detract from the piece.
Who are you again?
Tarquin, Fidelis Mark II domestic savant.
So you're a
Savant, please. I am a highly engineered personal aid.
Do you work in these apartments?
Of course, Master Grundy. Sir and I have been neighbors for 147 days and 11 hours.
I'm Graham Grundy.
Of course, sir.
So we've met...
Of course, sir.
See you later, Tarquin.
Will I?
Huh? It's just a phrase.
Shall we schedule in another meeting?
I don't think that's necessary.
Such a...
Looked like someone planned on doing some painting.
Maybe that droid is supposed to be?
With no hand scanners, I figured they were intended for droids.
Commencing refill.
Oh my god.
Dear me, a terrible situation. Very troubling indeed.
Mentor, given your experience, your input here would be greatly appreciated.
Orana, isn't it? You strike me as a fine young officer of the Ministry of Well-Being. Would you say that's an accurate description?
I'm flattered, sir.
Your record is exemplary, I believe.
I do my best, sir.
I'm sure you do. So please, don't let me down. Fix this mess.
Mess? You mean the girl?
The whole untidy situation.
Yes, sir.
At girl. Keep a smile on your face. After all, it's Aspiration Day, isn't it? The happiest day of the year.
I'll take care of it, sir.
I know you will. By the way, a call to pest control wouldn't go amiss.
Of course, sir.
Meanwhile, I shall isolate this area until this unfortunate incident has been resolved.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your advice.
We're all here to learn from each other.
Oh,
Take care now.
Ugh. I'm surprised the bird didn't crap on him.
Miss? Pardon me, miss! Who, me? Hey! You can see forever up here! You know, be free!
Miss, you have to be careful.
Careful or careless? I know which one I want to be.
Why don't you come down, yes? Miss Dijon, is that right? Raquel Dijon.
Yeah! That's... me. I think...
Raquel!
Raquel? Did you say Raquel?
You need to come down.
Something's not right with that kid.
What? Where am I? Oh no! Help! Help!
Hearing her name had triggered a total change in the girl's behavior. I needed to find a way to get her down before she fell. Excuse me.
Sir?
What's going on?
Just a citizen in trouble, all under control.
Anything I can do to help?
No need, sir. All under control.
Really? Why is the monopod locked down?
To keep people happy, sir.
How?
Well, this situation has the potential to be unpleasant. So we keep the situation contained until it can be resolved.
But I'd really like to go somewhere.
A little patience, sir, would be appreciated.
Why is she up there?
I don't know. I'm not sure she does either.
What happened here?
I don't know, but we have to get her down.
Is there nothing I can...
Just carry on in...
But...
Best leave this to the professionals, sir.
Are you sure I can...
Totally sure. Just move along, please, sir.
When will the monopod be unlocked?
When the situation is resolved.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks.
From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the can.
I was just thinking that.
Sir.
Hello again.
Good day, Master Grundy.
When's the last time you saw Graham?
Master Grundy, one is sure one doesn't need to remind Sir that one works with Sir's neighbor.
One would need one to remind one.
Ah, does Sir mean Sir would need one to remind Sir, or one would need Sir to...
One is not sure anymore. You have a real way with work.
Aha, Sir is referring to one's grammatic... Sir is too kind, and yet, if only one could translate grammatical prowess into poetic inspiration.
So you like...
I said it was a valid form of expression, albeit not on a par with, say, the literary. But as art goes, it's not too abhorrent.
What should we do about that girl?
We should inform the Ministry of
But the Ministry is already...
How very efficient! The missive was only sent a moment ago.
Can you think of a way of getting that girl down?
Gravity should do the job.
Ah! What?
That's rather harsh.
Ah!
Did Sir mean get her down safely?
Bye for now.
What?
May I use you as a sort of muse?
Depends. Are you writing a romance?
I had something of a tragedy in mind.
I'd rather you didn't.
The girl goes splat. Well, how can I get her? Is she on my floor?
The girl looked almost frozen with fear. Hell of a place to get stuck.
That's not the one I remember.
Are you okay?
No! I don't know how I got up here!
Raquel! Raquel Dijon! Don't panic! I'm from the Ministry of Well-Being.
How can we help?
Nothing to see here, sir. I suggest you go back inside and enjoy some screen-based entertainment.
Go away.
Excuse me. I'd like to make a...
Please, both of you. I know how to deal with this kind of problem. I just need to check the negotiation.
Well, thank goodness the Ministry is on this. It's all very distracting.
How did you get up there?
I don't know. Please.
She's very different from the kid that was
She
here a
climbed
second
the
ago.
outside of the building. Astounding agility, by the way. Most impressive.
I don't remember.
Bravo, miss.
Sit tight. We'll soon have you down.
What's your name?
Her name is Raquel. Now, would you please...
That's a hell of a name.
Raquel? Oh, but of course, that makes far more sense. She told me her name was Rat Girl. But it would appear her grotesque moniker signifies little more than a deplorable deficiency of elocutionary attainment. Rat Girl, indeed.
Please, gentlemen, now is not the time.
Anyone got any ideas?
Yes, I do. I have an idea.
Go on.
Never use a simile when a metaphor suggests...
Oh my god.
What?
I'm in the middle of composing an Aspiration Day poem, but my lexiconic cupboard is bare, so to speak. Hence the requirement for...
Wait, is this idea about your poem?
Well, yes. You asked if anyone had an idea. You were not specific to the context.
Anyone got any idea?
I'm still searching through this ministry protocol, but to be honest, we've gone rather off script.
Keep looking.
Oh, you don't say.
I'll see if I can find a practical solution around here. What are you painting?
Sir, please.
What? I didn't... I don't know.
Her work is rather inspired, don't you think? I do believe art may be her
Please, both of you.
Help me!
Can you see any way down?
No!
Okay, we'll see what we can do from here. Can you see any way down from there?
No!
Okay, we'll see what we can do from here. Don't worry, we'll get you down.
And soon.
That robot is a peach. What does this do? Does this one do anything? Oh, I bet I know. It's probably that robot. It lies.
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks.
So it should be able to handle her, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm sure of it. And how did I do it before? Oh, it's spraying her. Crap. That's not what I wanted to do. Now where is it going?
It was a hand scanner.
Oh, well, I found that. What's it doing? Where's it going? It's gonna go spray her in the face with water again. Great. Well, it seems to be getting water from here. Oh, if I turn the water off, it'll probably just go up there and she can... Well, oh, I know why. It's because the sprinklers are on. I bet you it's the sprinkler. I hope that's right. I don't understand how this stupid thing works. I don't want it spraying her in the face with water. Now I need to tell her to jump on the damn robot. I'm stuck on the robot.
Raquel!
Help! Please!
Can you see any way down from there?
No! And everything's wet now thanks to that robot.
Think you can get on the robot when it passes?
I could try. But what if...
We'll catch you. You can do it.
I rather doubt she can.
Oh.
Can't you try and be more encouraging?
You have a reasonably good eye for aesthetics.
Thank you! Now, grab on tight. We'll be right underneath you.
That's not what I meant.
Human grip strength is famously reliable.
Oh.
Only in short bursts.
That thing.
Okay, here goes.
Reminds me of the robot in the first game.
Spray, please stand back. Water tank depleted.
Where is she?
Help me!
I just did. Or I thought I did. I may have to Google this after all. She won't talk to me, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Well, there goes the robot. Oh, I think it's doing it now. There we go. Get on the robot, kid. Now it's crouched down. That's more like it.
How do you feel, Raquel? Are you okay?
I don't know.
Well, I'm glad that's all sorted. Shall I call a pod for her?
I've got it from here, thank you. Raquel, what were you even doing up there?
I don't
I know her voice.
I don't really remember anything.
The girl looked glad to be back on solid ground. Excuse me?
Mr. Grundy. Oh, Mr. Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
Bravo, Mr. Grundy. Your actions in this situation were sublime, albeit unconventional. The local noise levels have already returned to normal, and the building will soon sparkle
Oh
again.
my god.
I'm more concerned about the girl. Is she gonna be okay?
Yes, blah, blah, blah. Officer, wouldn't you say that Mr. Grundy's actions today warrant a kudos boost?
Of course. Thank you.
Tarquin.
Orana. Orana Newblood.
Yeah, like the guy said. Graham Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
Will she be in trouble for the graffiti?
Well, no real harm done. The droid will clean it up, eventually. That said, her kudos rating will take...
All because she
People loved Joey, and what he did for us.
Joey was my friend. We did so much together.
Well, he might be gone, but he's not forgotten. You can find out about our savior at the Museum of New History.
You mentioned I could find out
Yes. The Museum of New History has exhibits about how he transformed the city.
Well, now I guess we have to go there.
Learn about him and his legacy.
A museum dedicated to Joey?
Well, it's not all Joey. They have a special exhibit about the previous administration. Old technology, maps, that sort of thing. My advice, though, is to avoid dwelling on the past. Anyway, taking in some culture is good for you. Find it at the piazza, if you get the chance.
I'm on the trail of a
That shouldn't be difficult. Any greeter terminal will be able to find him via
Oh
YouTube.
god, her again.
No, that won't help. He was brought here from the Gap.
That's not possible.
I assure you.
Where did you say you worked, Mr.
That'd be the...
I suggest you concentrate on your work and leave well-being issues to the appropriate ministry.
Oh my.
So,
I'm an officer for the Ministry of Well-being.
you
Yeah, we've
often have to
established
talk
that.
girls off high
My first one.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
She did nothing.
What is the reflection?
What is the... Are you feeling okay? Everyone this side of the industrial level has heard of reflection.
Oh, you mean that reflection. It's been a long...
Next, you'll be asking me to tell you about this job.
No, I'm familiar. Raquel.
What do you mean?
Well, I met her earlier, and she seemed like a totally...
She's been through a big ordeal. Nothing that a trip to the reflection spa won't sort out.
Does the location E159...
Well, E1594? That's just an area code based on the old map system. Totally obsolete. That system hasn't been used for years.
E1594 was an obsolete code. There had to be...
My chip should recognize it, because I have the old chip.
How is the girl doing?
She'll be fine. This sort of trauma is best handled at the reflection spa.
I guess I should get going.
Yeah, well...
I suppose I should thank you too.
No problem.
You too, Mr. Grundy. If you need any well-being support, just ask for me at a greeter terminal. Orana Newblood. Come on, Raquel. Let's get you to the spa. You'll be... No need to worry, Raquel. You're safe now. Happy faces all round, right? In fact, this calls for a celebration. It is Aspiration Day after all.
Oh, goodness. Is it?
All day. And you know what would be the best end to a day like this? A trip to the reflection spa. I'll pull a string or two, and we'll get you straight to the front of the line.
Something's freakish about this reflection sprawl. I better fix that machine. It was doing something after all. It won't let me. There we go. Oh crap. Wait a minute. Did the water thing just say it was fixed? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Exit. Oh, that stupid thing has to come out, come back. You're not spraying anything, you stupid robot. Okay, I'm confused. Oh, it has to be that. I'm assuming it got water this time. There it goes. What did she paint up there anyway? It almost looks like a bird, but I can't quite see it. Well, that was something. It's not cleaning anything.
Water tank depleted.
Oh!
The seal had been vandalized. Poor Joey.
Well, maybe she can... Oh, I moved it out there. I should move it back. Maybe it'll fix the floor.
Water refill complete.
I don't remember this before.
The seal had been vandalized. Poor Joey.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
Apparently that doesn't work. What if I can't find anything that would do anything for it? Well, where was I going? Oh, I was trying to find a map. Oh, he's a piece of work. Who's this? What's she doing out here?
Excuse me, Songbird?
What is it, Graham?
She doesn't have anything new.
Yeah, bye.
I had a lead. A map reference. E1594. Graham had put a tracker there. Maybe it was the key to finding his hacker friend, Leet.
Pod has been requested. Please wait for embarkation.
I love this place. It's so beautiful. Look at this. Incredible.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
The piazza is the place for me.
It would be my pleasure, Citizen Graham.
Zoom. Okay, guys, I'll be back in a bit. I have to get something to eat. Janeway out.